calling the Lama from afar.
Lama jena, lama jena, lama jena. Tenjen zave lama jena, dusum sanje jengo. Londo tam jen jona, pazo gendeng jengap. Zave lama jen jeno, salab doje ye dirjeng udrum nam nye. Jindu gong zong zhe zav Lama den jeno Lama upa men gong jeno Zhu 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 ge lo ne ze ye Da su le ne ko chang na de jian da ba Xian du zhong zhu Lama jin re zi wen jie no so long lo ne zi ye Re zhou dong a zhen ne xie jiang kang song ko hua do ne zhong zhu Lama pe mo jin na jin no nga yo pi ma wu ne zi xie Nian de jia me pong pa nyam da tu jie nyer wa nye de jom zhu Lama ye xian Sojung qi nong ka xiu de zhou ne zi xie de da su si ben zu la tor be zhong jie hu bu an zu jie Ka te ji be lama jie no song ju ye jie lo ne zi xie Da ju zhi pe men kan tu na tu pe nian ma xia wen zu jie Gun qian zhi me wu zi ran qian no lun zhu nga lo ne zi xie Ga da gong be za jin zhou na nam jin ta san bo an zu jie me jiu ya Ga den la jie wu ne zi xie Do nian jie nian bo jin jie sang sen ju la jie wan zu jie Zhen qiu ma me do sun qi na de jian du ye ne zi xie De dong so jian qiong e zhi jian qiu ge nian wu se ban zu jie Jie de wa so ge mo bo qi nong ko qiu zhu ye ne zi xie Jiu gong de me zhi ma do na non ge sum jia wan zu jie Ga ju qi bie qiong jian jie no zhong no do xie ne zi xie Ne ga bie xie zhi ba san nan nyam tong ta sen ba zu jie Jip zheng ku mo nong ngon jie nong kong de ye lo ne zi xie Nam da da gong jiu sum zhi we sang we lam jiu zhi ba an zu jie Nyame shamba kajun chino nom do son jene zeje ta nyamne tsujin jun ma lo song jo ne bon zu je 这片堂东就不见那祖灭土，老那这些，你们都不都有着那农村那安的万族间。 파제 담바 손진 진노 레로 주 예네 제셰 주베산로 년로 쇼나 템제 소메 차와 주제 마제 랍제 주모 진노 시로포 lo na ze she dang ze ne ze ze ne ju jia da me zhu zhe den tong zu jin jin du bu song jin jin no na gun ju den ye ne ze she 我那我满个那不着都是个通着接，接着到了那屯去那农村坡，也那这些都接上了给没着呢。 家人看着这帮子去，家园亲在万邦去弄千年也能这些，没些老爷们把上呢，见人那瓦解帮子去。 아사 주베 도르제 제노 조즈부 로네제제 대롱선제 아주네 번거산 조조제 배만 동을림본 제노 대돈 주멜로 나자제 자다자세 공반타다다 그영서 고는 조제 나와 용대 좀 손지노예 손주로 나자제 나베 덴제 시대시나 간성람도 제는 주제 야세 로준 조연 제노 손도니 나네제시 공천진 파마신 내년나 접는 주제 배마 가지야 수제노 대체 예네제시 동아의시 나로 전나 방토닌지 세번 주지 대녀 영종을 본치노 시변념 예네제시 먹으날마 jula jina toru dunya Khenpo zuji Tenzin zawe Lama jino jizo Deity ne zhe rang re chu gu ne ce ji san jin zhe pan zu jin Lama dong zhe sim jin le nge de do jin do me tu ne ko wa yu re Taro dong da me nyong je ya jo xie kin zam ya ma je Lama chi no tu je nyer de men jo ten je wa sen je Tam je tu jam me ce ton zen de me chen de so ve ta de ton chen ta ba zhe la le le nor ve le ne la do la je Lama chi no tu je nyer de me le ton de ba ra sen je ma she sa de le ba je ja ta ta je je nin tu pa ra Raya nyarva nye je gu yore du zhe se pe nye Jina tu jin nyar de lo me lo na tu ma sen je Nian de du ben zao xie so se sen ne so pe nor de yin je Jie pe lu jiang xiu de bu ne nam xie pa do to men ko wa Lama chi no tu je nyer de ji jiang gu me to pa ra sen je ye pe men ba na bu de ne se le je lo ma cha bu jam ne me do xin ji po ne do jen zo ga ngen ro dong a nyang ge Lama chi no tu ji nyer de ngen sang yang le ta wa ra sen je Rang ju re wo zang yang gong de bei yin ju ten zhe zang yang zhuo yong ten ju me jia zang bo la ju bei men da qu men ko na Lama chi no tu ji nyer de rang do nga ja xie wa ra sen je ten bao dan zhen gong bo kong de sam ce tam jie nian mong per ve Se ce tam je me gen je ve tar pe lon de so zang ma sen Lama chi no tu ji nyer de ngan zhen zhen ne chu pa ra sen je de me zang la 고자 냠타 안통야 닌제 세메 지어 송드 세네 두지는 semjo chudan de parasenje korwa nyimbo mela nyimbo tengo sosa tendo langa kogu tsaya gugu sasa Meden jume juje lana Lama jino tuje nyarda Hende loye tongwa senje Nyela unga chama Onrula amanda ninde jimje lemen tongyin gewa medra debenyola Lama chino toje nyarda zalela yeche jewa senje Dala dansem nila chausen jalanda nela tomo munda Jujin jutse semo niwan Jume jutse angpo sarjen Lama chino tuje nyarda nyama rao chomba senjel sene tena yanda chubet nanda ransem chuda mande Jurdo jinda nyama kona jinda teze juben chanda Lama jino nuje nyarda ranjo range dora senje Ranjung ba rang ma do chube zo zang chume na zo nyama ma ge la shoje ge lo yang ji jang yang Lama chino toje nyarda ranjo ranga to senja share sonyin chala papa nyere lonyin ranjo sasa Lama Tenzin muguramje Jela zedong tonong chejong Lama chino tuje nyarda muguranjo tong senja Jamro semji sonde sena yamaga nyenje tenema Tsezang wanjo jibjo gebjo selo zamle juto mak Anchinu Nyarda jibze chuson rovar senje Dade dule dongha tomje Yimpen semje sanje drupso Semjo chi jin rano poso yin pen ta je yin no shola Lama chi no to je nyarda da yin je wa ne bor sin je Sanje nguna lama murut damza tumbe katin ngange randu mazun zeno yeche zepjo nala te lode Lama chino tuje nyarda maga dremen bhavara sinja Rasin sanje yinchang oma namdo chuka yinchang tomat Maju nyuma yinjo joma rawa nela yinja yema lama chino toji nyarda zarang ransa rowa sinjel Yongin chewa nyene chemat pengelende jindrema dingni lende alandur surjin gungni tinshi mapten yewe Lama chino toje nyarda Nime timbe asembar asinje Ngele ngebe nime tunda Ngaze tamje donga juru Dongi namje debe treme Tume lemu gebjo yeme Lama chinu toje nyarda chula ninu para sinja Angbo samje chule meba Tama chumde korwa nginso Tabelo to mege seje Tendo nibe mago dandra Lama chino toje nyarda Tamche tara sambara senje Joshi tene jiwara senje Lome lona tawara senje Jewa nin chembara senje Lome la yeche jewara senje Lam la pachi me por senje Drabla tundru nu por sen Jinge lam de long por senje Nimbo ran to por senje Jume maga jewara senje Nelo rajan jawara senje Rare nyingu separa senje Chana jeta chupara senje Seje sanji drupa senje Sorva desu lama rambo Dome buddha chin chije karme dalare so jile toye yerme de borosunje lo sorwa de so Lama Rinpo Dawe Buddha Tenzin Chuje Karme Dala Rezo Jile Toye Yermin Reporo Senjilo.
Precious Guru, I supplicate you, kind Dharma, Lord, I crowd off with longing. Unfortunate I am, I one hope is you. Bless me that we mingle our minds indivisibly.
Dala Dhamma Sibeda Nupa Sibeke Tarpadan Dhamjen Chimbe Pardu Jubar Sibat Jeje Zor Sibe Manam Kadan Yambe Simchen Tamche Dewa Dan Donga Dan Dar Yurdul Ana Me Bayan Daba Sanjo Rinpoche Thobar So.
All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue.
Sancho Nyimban Chije Pai Sanje Namla Chapsanje Chudan Sancho Sambaye Solan Debjin Chapsanje Chetarang Hanje Dersheje Sancho Tone Jebada Sancho Sambal Habala Tedarim Jane Bada Debjin Dola Pendanda Sancho Semne Jebjeje Debjin Tumna Labala Ramba Jindo Loboji.
I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dhamma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dhamma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path.
Sanje Chudan Sojung Chonam Lai Sanjo Bardu Dana Japsumje Naga Jinso Jimbe Sunamje Dola Penso Sanje Drupasho.
Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Mai Nam Gadan Yambe Simchen Tamje Devada Deve Jodan Dembar Jurje Dong Hadan Dong Harje Jodan Trovor Jurje Dong Ha Mebe Devada Memdarva Jurje Nyeren Chodan Yidan Danyola Nebor Jurje.
May all mother sentient beings, limitless of space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless of space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. In praise of the 12 deeds. Homage to the Buddha Shakyamuni. You I shall praise, who first awakened the mind of enlightenment, then completed the accumulations of merit and wisdom, and now in this age, through the vast sway of your actions, have become the Lord and Protector of living beings. Homage to you, who having taught gods, knew that time had come to tame the human world, and descending from the god realm like a great elephant, foresaw the family of your birth and entered the womb of Maya Devi. Homage to you, Prince of the Shakyas, born after 10 months in the auspicious Lumbini Grove, where Brahma and Indra revered you, your supreme marks proving you were destined to be enlightened. Homage to you, lion among men, in all your youthful vigor, displaying your powers in the games at Angra Bagada, where you triumphed over the proud contestants, so that no one could stand as your rival. Homage to you, who completely with worldly convention and avoid all misdeed took on a queen and courtiers, and by acting with such skillful means, so you ruled the kingdom. Homage to you, who saw that samsara is wholly fertile, renounced the life of a householder, and traveling through the sky, ordained yourself before the Vishuddha stupa. Homage to you, who intend on persevering till enlightened, for 6 years practice austerities on the banks of the Narayana, and taking diligence to its ultimate perfection, attained the supreme samadhi. Homage to you, who seeking to make meaningful all your efforts, made throughout beginningless time, sat unmoving in the Vajra posture beneath the Bodhi tree in Magadha, and awakened into true Buddhahood, attaining perfect enlightenment. Homage to you, who in your compassion gazed at once upon living beings, then turned the wheel of Dharma in sacred places like Varanasi, and established disciples in the 3 vehicles. Homage to you, who destroyed evil-minded opponents by defeating the 6 teachers of the Titikas, Devadatta, and the rest, as well as the Maras in Varanasi. You were the mighty sage, victors in battles. Homage to you, who performed great miracles in Shravasti, unmatched in their splendor in all the 3 realms, and through the offerings made by gods, humans, and other beings, cause the teachings to prosper and increase. Homage to you, who to spur the lazy on the Dharma, left your body, though immortal and like a Vajra, and passed into Nirvana, in the pure abode of Kushinagara. Homage to you, who to show that you had not in reality perished, and so that beings of the future could gain merit, emanated a wealth of relics, and caused your remains to be divided into 8 portions. Through the merit of briefly praising in this way the great acts of the Lord who is master of the teachings, may the actions of all living beings come to equal those of the Sugata himself. The NyungNe Sadhana.
wa Khenpo Chuzangwa Yeran Bumba Jarserimbo Je Kuncho Zambo Lama Ngawambo Sancho Senge Gechianyap Sono Tordo Jambar Zambodan Sanje Nyepo Mepjudo Kunjo La Wam So Durjedan Je Om So Ngage Wam So Tan Chuk Chuk Tan Ba Nam Jardan Karma Jami Pema Kunga Tahan Jele Wanjo Shira Chobisha Tenzin Dundu Tenzin Chele Ye Karma Ngedu Tanbara Jesho Chanchen Zoju Lama Thomje Lo Zo Senje Lo Zo.
Page 2. Lord Avalokiteshvara, Geloma Palmo, Yeshe Sangpo, Dawashunu, Penyapa, Jesem Tagyal, Nikpupa, Potent Dorje Gyal. Shongtok Dajik, Khenpo Tsidolwa, Dewa Chenpa, Scholar Chusanwa, Shera Bumpa, Gyal Serimpuche, Konchok Sampo, Lama Ngawa, Changchup Senge, Kenchek Nyopapa, Sonam Dar, Jampal Shangpo, Sangye Nyepa, Mikyo Dorje, Konchok Yelang, Wangchuk Dorje, Choki Wangchuk, Ngangi Wangchuk, Tultu Tugyu, Tempa Namgyal, Karma Chagme, Pema Kunga, Trili Wangjuk, Sherak Tapa, Tenzin Duduk, Master Tenzin Tile, Kamangedon, Tempa Rabye, and all the root and lineage gurus of great kindness, I supplicate you, please grant me your blessings. Page 5. Back to page 5. May the entire surface of the earth become a pure land free from stones and gravel, even like level palm, and in nature smooth like lapis lazuli. Protector of all sentient beings without exception, Deity who destroy the endless hosts of Mara, perfect knower of all things without exception, victorious one and retinue, please come to this place. As I offer you these pleasant and white lotus flowers, as big as billions of worlds, with 100 petals and their pollen beds, please be seated and be comfortable. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, requesting, and beseeching, I dedicate for the complete enlightenment of all beings. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser vehicles and the teachings common to both, according to dispositions and mental capacities of sentient beings.
Namkha Tang Nyambe Simchin Tamchi Namchi Lana Me Payan Taba Zup Sanje Je Gompang Topar Sa Te Chedo Tukpa Chimbu Sojung Lana Songwar Sa Nyambe Sanchuk Chodo Simchi Badang Jede Sincha Deyang Dun Trimin La Jebe Domba Songwane Tungmin Je Duna Hinan Hine Yin La Jebe Domba Xin Chempe Dusu Songwata Deni Tichin da Sanchuk Je Simje Simbe Gone Nyamso Lana Nichu Dombe Tsutram So Jershen Dar Pakpa Jine Ze Je Jiram Laye Namjer Tang Greve Nyamso Lana Sangha Save Ju Je Katop Dan Domba Yinla Do Njirwa Yin Deyang Hunji Jarse Tang Je Pa Nam Jen Ze Pe Tsar Gang Yinba Deni Ranju La Trikso Jashin Dele Mandawa Domba Tsutram Sam Domba Shi Jakpa Yinba Jetarang Hunji Shi Pa La So Renji Ndrindir Jungze Mena Deyang Zokpa Sanje Namne Chuni Debjini Tang Jiso Tumba Shikpa Na Debjin Shikpa Dibje Jatang Charvana Drachomba, Pandoje Yundin Yang Taupa Zoshan Marik Be Nintok Tower Sangla Shibze Chutamje, Lodrije Bana Yang Taupa Zoba Sanje, Penna Kolo Jure Japo Tajanshi Tedane, Dai Yola Soban Yopana, Gangnan Upame Pana, Jokranso Yavartote. Jarpoteni Soma Yindo Simchin Tamje La, Tarbatan Tamchin Jimpe, Lama Narwatung Jindung, Kona Lern Zepana, Tajanshi Dawa, Namkata Nyambe, Simchin Tamche La, Mapjer Jindo, Pindopa, Tukje Jimbo, Kurnamje, Tukpa Chembo, Lana Mepa, Tuntunbana, Langbo Jimbo, Randon Tarsimbana, Sawa Seje, Yindong Lembana, Sepa. Lenyung je dripa pangna korpawa. Nyangi lende pa gongpang pa na ranga tong jiso topa. Korwa ne le matarwa se pa tangin dang yung mong pa le. Tamchi se pa na si pa kungdo jorwa yung se te. Tom ta par de gewe chu tun pa na yang tak pe ka. Si pan chengwa tamchi je pa na lekpa namba jorwe tok. Namba tamchin chenpa ishi ngawa na lakpat namba trowe shirabji. Dedaka shipa na ganga jiso lopa debyin shikpa yung ting de jiso jeta lopa kunglong sanchok sim. Tenpa yi jen randong yawar torwa na simchin tamchi je dongje seta. Ne kap ngun to lang gupa na pinpar sawe seta. Tartok ni liklang gupa na trowar sawe seta. Senna Lendre Jambana, Muge mi Parsave, Serta, Shedang Jumre Jambana, Ne mi Parsave, Serta, Lansan Chukje Soje, Sam Chuna Yonso Zoparsava, Serta, Devil Lana me Payang Tapa Zopasa, Niparto Parsave, Serta, Chiketa, Orjin Sanji Nimbi Shane, Gevanta, Yanda Sovatan, Dikpa Malu Nambar Jongwate. Gipsu Sertan Dukpa Namjor Ser, Debin Shik Pe Sojung Kazardo, Shi Songba, Tar Sojung Tomba Jeta Langshin Songwa Teta Daki Jang, Simchin Tamchi Jetungdang Pimba Da Trowa La Sopa Guba, Na Teda Ser, Tutata Nezong de Gypsy Sanyama Mashar Jep, Inla Jepa Domba Langna, Manyamba Tsurjinda Songwa Jionyam, Deye Jidunzo.
Now listen with the motivation of bodhichitta set upon supreme awakening and think, having taken the healing and purifying Sojung vows of the great vehicle, I will keep them so that all sentient beings, limitless as space, may attain the state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. The observation of the 8 temporary vows of the lesser vehicle referred as to the 8 branches one day NyungNe vow. It is observed by householders. When these vows are observed while imbued with the intent of bodhicitta in accordance with the Mahayana, they become the discipline of refraining from misdeeds. In this practice, one combines the observance of the temporary vows, which the generation stage practice of the deity yoga of noble Avalokiteshvara, and for this reason it becomes a yogic practice of the action tantra, kriya tantra class of the secret mantra, and a branch of the secret mantra vows. Thus, when one commits to apply one's own mind stream in the manner of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the past, and one does not transgress their ways, it's called the discipline of vows restraints, or a vow. The following is a brief commentary on the meaningful parts of the text one by one, beginning with, just as the previous Tathagatas are as the perfectly complete Buddhas. Since the perfectly complete Buddhas are those who have proceeds in accordance with the natural state just as it is, they are Tathagatas, thus gone once. Because they have separated from the enemy the 4 maras, they are Arhats, 4 destroyers. And since they have completely perfected the qualities of renunciation and realization, having awakened from the deep sleep of ignorance, and having come to understand all noble phenomena, they are perfectly complete Buddhas. For example, when the heavenly steed of a wheel-turning king enters into battle with enemy, it does so intrepidly and without travail. It is willing to forsake its own life in order to protect the king. Likewise, because they show the unmistaken path to liberation and omniscience to all sentient beings, and because they are solely devoted to the purpose of others, the Tathagatas are like a heavenly steed. Furthermore, because it is with great compassion that they carry the burden of benefiting all sentient beings as limited as space without being asked, and since they also demonstrate the unsurpassed meaning of the Mahayana, they are like a great elephant. Furthermore, having brought their task to completion, they did what need to be done. Having actively sought the benefit of others, they have completed the task. Abandoning the obscuration of karma and afflictions, they have laid down all the burdens. Having achieved nirvana, the state beyond sorrow, and they reach their own goal. Due to eliminating all distorted views which prevent escape from the samsaric state and all the afflictive emotions, they have completely destroyed their bonds to existence. By demonstrating the Dharma that is virtues in the beginning, middle, and end, their speech is utterly perfect. Having severed all ties with samsaric existence, their minds are perfectly free. And because they possess the wisdom that knows everything, the wisdom is completely liberated. This describes the qualities that arise in whomever follows the example of the Tathagatas. Thereafter, since the Tathagatas have forsaken concern for themselves in order to show others how to train in the motivation of bodhicitta, it says that they act for the sake of all sentient beings. Because they temporarily establish beings in a higher birth, they benefit them. Because they ultimately establish beings in definite goodness, they liberate them. Because they have purified karmic results of stinginess, it says they eliminate famine. And because they have purified the karmic result of hatred, it says they act to heal beings from illness. Furthermore, the complete perfection of Dharma directed towards awakening, accomplishing by them, is a path, and the definitely realized, unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening accomplished by them is a result. Regarding this practice, the second Buddha, Padmasambhava of Odhiyana, had said, "It fully restores, so, all virtue, and purifies, Sojung, all negativity without exception." Since it restores virtue and completely purifies negativity, the Tathagata has called this the practice of Sojung. Thus, it is said that one should think, "I shall take up and keep the Sojung vows properly, and for the sake of all sentient beings I shall benefit them, and thereby liberate them," and so on. With this motivation, I shall take up the 8 branches vows and keep them properly and without corruption from this very moment until sunrise tomorrow. Keeping this in mind, one repeats. Page 7. Choksuna Shupe Sangye Dang.
Sanchok Sampa Tamche Dang.
Changchum Sempa Tamche Dang.
Chomden de Nyami Shakje Jarpo Dang.
Chomde de Nyame Shakya Galpo Dang.
Papa Chinese Wansok Dala Gongso Sor.
Pakpa Chenrezi Wangchuk Dagla Gonsu Sol.
Jetar Hunje Tibjin Shikpa.
Jita Ngogi Deshek Shipa.
Rachamba Yantapa Zopo Sanje.
Dachompa Yang Dapa Zope Sangye.
Da Jiangxi Dawe.
Dacha Chitawu.
Langpo Chenpo.
Lampo Chenpo.
Sawa Seshin.
Jawa Cheshin.
Sepa Sepa.
Chepa Chepa.
Korpova.
Korpowa.
Dage Tongji So Topa.
Dagi Donze Sutropa.
Sipa Kundo Jorwa Yongso Sepa.
Sipa Kundo Jowa Yosu Sepa.
Yangdape Kwa.
Yang Dape Pa.
Lekpan Number Trove Tok.
Lepa Nampa Tove Tuk.
Lekpan Number Trove Shirap Jin Te Namji.
Lepa Nampa Tove Shirap Chen De Namki.
Simchin Tamche Je Tongje Setang.
Semchen Tamche Ki Do Jin Chirdang.
Pimbar Save Sertang.
Pempa chawe chi dang.
Chowar sawe sertang.
Yowa chawe chi dang.
Ne mi par sawe sertang.
Ne nepal chawe chi dang.
Muge mi par sawe sertang.
Muge me pa chawe chi dang.
Sanchokje soje.
Samchok ki chogi.
Chunam yongso zo par sawe sertang.
Sonam yonso zopa chawe chi dang.
Lana me pa yang takpa.
Lana me pa yang dapa.
Zokpa sanchok tok par sawe ser.
Zokpa changchung topa chawe cher.
Sojung in par lang pa Tenzin de.
Sojung ye pa la pa de shindu.
Da BuNima shi jiwe jang.
Dagda. Shijijwa.
Dundene zongde.
Duzene sonte.
Chipsi sangyama ma sharje par de.
Sisi sang Nima shagi bardu.
Sojung in pa yang takpa lang war jewo.
Sojo ge pa yagda pa lang kwa ji yo. Back to 7. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, failing in the 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed and the great elephant did what had to be done, completed the tasks, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed the bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose mind are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, and heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojung. In the same way, I, who am called from now on until sunrise tomorrow, shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojung vows. Page 7. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagata, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who, like the heavenly steed and the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed the task, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed their bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose mind are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed towards awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojung. In the same way, I, who am called from now on until sunrise tomorrow, shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojung vows.
Yang dun yin la jemba domba shi sawa la chum je yin la je. Bayu je yin la je, yu je yin la sum nam yu pa le. Tangbo ran ju je ni ju nam domba si pa chum je yin la je ne domba tam che je zawa yin ba. Na zawa ye shi za de. De me yin do wa da je. Ta na so kya so do ba shik so yin che je so ma ju ba dang je. Yin je da de zong me ju ze chen bo da je me. Ta na kap gur ba se kam je kyang ma zin ba me lin ba dang yin. Po mo ni je den chik pe chu de wa dong de ni wa da je me. Chak sem je ping chung da wa zam yang me zi ba ne ma zang ba ju ba bang ba dang som. Rang la salam je yong ting mi jiang. Yong ting yong ba zun be me chu la me zun chen bo da je. Ta na ge re dang zai mi se liang yin la wa si be zun me na ba ye yin. Ba yu jin yin la jin ne chang bong wa yin de. De ma bang na rang ju ba mi den ju xin chang ge yin lang de je. Ne tam chi mi xi xian rang ni je dong ba lang wa yang ji ne. Me ge wa ju ba dong ba gang yang song men nu ba na zhong zhuo ne. Zhe yan chang dang zhang dang me do so yin pap dang jar wa. 具变强当阴阳行道当早瓦拉所女把是把za动他切帮个把得因多有这因拉什么呢让你懂得因不 Timba Sowe Chetan, Chemna Nepa, Jetara Jupa Chepa, Tedaka, Tone, Jasin, the Juzambo, Jisu, Shupa Tojok, Chorgek, and the Chija Samba, Kavrat in the Zindi So, Treshambo, Lula Kovata, Method, and Ramboche, Las, Open Chumba, Lula Jimbar Sipa, Duma Impet, Tema Impet, Nachata, Dogo Las, Pangane. Garche Rex Somdang Zemotang, Yege Chet, Luce, Yena Yoatang, Naga Tamnato, Navaso, Pongwan, Garche, Namba Zevatang, Tibin, Jerkotang, Dinjo, Dimba, Naga, Lolimba, Pavantang, Lengoso, Ramon Butcher, Sipanang, Ponga, Zemo Rex Somdang, Duma Impen, Yamayo Pinche, Umba Doma Serva Chotan, Jaso Tonga Lay. Dipa Seve Sere, Sindang, Sindang, Chin So, Shinto, So, Zabjan Nam Long Maji, and Cho Gangle, Lapan Chintin Tumbo, and Ranjin Pampa Move, Dargutan, Azeke, Dinton, Chitin Chimbola, Mandopa Namle, Garsote Morexum, da Jinso, Ginger Rek, Nasumbo Chick do Turjok, and Lassum there. Ina Jebande, Jisi Sanyama, Mashar Jepardo, Suma Jewo Nyambande Jidunzu.
The words starting with just as the previous constitute the prayer of taking the 8 temporary vows. These 8 branches are then further divided into the 4 branches of discipline, the single branch of attentiveness, and the 3 branches of subduing discipline. The first branches are the 4 branches of discipline which restrain one's own mind from unwholesome actions. Since then, these are the roots of all vows, they are known as the 4 roots. They are as follows. The first is to not kill any being. Beside not killing a human being, one should not even kill a louse or its eggs, which also belong to the realm of living beings. The second root is to not steal. Besides not stealing large possessions owned by others, one should not even steal a mouthful of food. The third root is to abandon non-deliberate conduct. Besides not pursuing the meeting of male and females from the enjoyment of sexual intercourse, one should not even look at one another with lustful mind. The fourth root is to not speak lies. Besides not telling a great lie, such as falsely proclaiming oneself as having high human qualities, or lying about having qualities on the bhumis and paths that one does not have, one should not even fool others jokingly while playing around. The single branch of attentiveness is to abstain from alcohol. If one does not abandon this action, one's mind will become careless. When intoxicated by alcohol, one cannot be aware of every aspect of what to do and what not to do, and one also forgets about the vows one has taken. Due to this, one engages in non-virtuous actions and is therefore unable to keep any of one's vows. For this reason, one should abandon all intoxicating food and drink, such as alcohol made from fermented grain, such as wheat or barley, or alcohol made from honey, flowers, or any other fermented substances, as well as intoxicating fruit or roots. As for the 3 branches of subduing discipline, in order to refresh the recollection of one's vows, one subdues all the one's activities as a lay householder and follows after the excellent conduct of bodhisattvas. Thus one engages in subduing. First, one abandons dressing up and looking attractive or applying sweet scents like camphor or sandalwood, which are applied with the intention to charm. Then, one abandons adoring one's body with garlands of flowers, jewels, and so on. One abandons earrings, bracelets, and so on, which are the 3 kinds of adornment. One abounds moving one's limbs for the sake of frolic and laughter, and one vows to remain silent in various ways, which refers to abandoning the 3 kinds of entertainment: dancing, singing melodiously by elevating and lowering one's voice, and playing instruments such as string instruments or flutes. Second, one abandoned eating at inappropriate times and does not consume from noon until sunrise the next day any food, such as grains and fruit, to quell one's hunger. One may, however, drink liquids, such as water and tea, to quell the pangs of thirst. Third, one abandons sitting on high and luxury seats. This means not to sit upon any seat higher than 1 cubit, or upon seats bedecked with silks and brocades, or tigers and leopard skin, which are unsuitable for ordinary people. Thus, when the 3 kinds of entertainment, including dancing, and the 3 kinds of adornments, such as garlands, are considered as one branch, these are the 3 branches of subduing discipline. Thus thinking, I shall keep these 8 branches without corruption until sunrise tomorrow. One repeats the following, back to the page 10.
Dine Sojung Mebza
Dine Sojung Michang
Yinje Noryang Nam Mebza
Shine Noya Lami Ja
Tikpe Chujang Mebje
Dikpe Chukya Micheching
Zunje Sikjang Manravo
Zunki Tsuki Mirao
June Mangbo Nye Timbe
Gonging Mapo Netepe
Changde Yongso Panwarsa
Changi Yoso Pawacha
Chitin Chinto Mebza
Diten Cheto Michaching
Dibjin Tama Yinbe Se
Deshin Tuma Micheche
Zedang Chengwa Dang Nejin
Didan Tewe Dang Nikien
La Dang Garso Panwarsa
Lungdang Kaso Pawacha
Yeta Drachong Dado Ne
Jitar Tacho Totine
Sokju Laso Mebzipa
Tochu Laso Michepa
Detar Sokju Laso Bang
Jeta Sucho Laso Pang
Lami Sanchok Nyu Topsho
Lame Changchung Nutoshok
Donghan Manchok Simchi Nam
Dugan Nato de Semchenam
Sipen Tole Dovar Sho
Sipe Sole Doar Shok, page 10. From now on, I will not kill, I will not steal the belongings of others, I will not engage in sexual activities, I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol as it a gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on a high luxury seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainments such as song and dance. Just as the Arhats refrained at all times from these actions such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from ocean of cyclic existence. Page 10. From now on, I will not kill. I will not steal the belongings of others. I will not engage in sexual activities. I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol as it a gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on a high luxury seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainment such as song and dance. Just as the Arhats refrained at all times from these actions such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence.
Tabino
Lexo
Tawa Tsutrum Denin Tarsimba Save Chedon Pagba Dongyu Shokpa Parurdo Simba Chokwe Nimbo Zongle Song Tsutrum Namdaka Zongde Depe Dusumje Jerwa Setangje Pa Tsutrum Jepo Tamchi Jula Zogbarsi Pa Dang Himche Tsutrum Charwa Nipa Tamche Na Takbarsi Jen Sinche Manyamba Sipa So Pinyung Dhamma Dandimba Nandeye Jidunzo.
In order to develop such discipline to perfection, the dharani of the essence of the 6 paramita of the noble Amokkapasha Sutra mentions the numerous benefits of this dharani, such as, by reciting this dharani of pure discipline, the entire accumulation of ethical discipline of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the three times will be brought to perfection within one's own mind stream, and all faults of one's previous violation of discipline will be purified. And henceforth, one discipline will not decline. Thus repeat the Dharani.
Om Amangashala.
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha.
Satopema Babakata.
Satapema Bibuketa.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Samita Avalokite.
Samanta Avalokite.
Hong Pei Sofa.
Humpe Svaha.
Om Amangashala.
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha.
Satopema Babakata.
Satapema Bibuketa.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Samita Avalokite.
Samanta Avalokite.
Hong Pei Sofa.
Humpe Svaha.
Om Amangashala.
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha.
Satopema Babakata.
Satvapema Bibuketa.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Samita Avalokite.
Samanta Avalokite.
Hong Pei Sofa.
Humpe Svaha.
Sambara bara bara maha sadopema babakanda bindadara samenda avalokite hombe so Amango shulo sambara sambara bara bara maha sadopema babakanda bindadara dara samenda avalokite hombe so Amango shulo sambara sambara bara Mahashuddha Sadopema Babakanda Buddha Dara Dara Samyenda Avalokite Hombezo Amangashula Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Maha Sadopema Babakanda Buddha Dara Dara Samyenda Avalokite Hombezo Amangashula Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadopema Babakanda Buddha Dara Dara Samyenda Avalokite Hombezo Amango Shulo Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadop Babakanda Buddha Dara Dara Samyenda Avalokite Hombezo Amango Shulo Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Maha Sadopema Babakanda Buddha Dara Dara Samyenda Avalokite Hombezo Amangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadop Babakanda Buddha Dara Dara Samyenda Avalokite Hombezo Amangashala Sambara Sambara Mahashuddha Sadopema Babakanda Buddha Dara Dara Samyenda Avalokite Hombezo Namangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sato Babakanda Buddha Dara Dara Samyenda Avalokite Hombezo Namangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sato Babakanda Buddha Dara Dara Samyenda Avalokite Hombezo Amangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadop Babakanda Buddha Dara Dara Samyenda Avalokite Hombezo Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Babakunza Bunda Dara Dara Samenda Avalokiteshvara Hombeso Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Babakunza Bunda Dara Dara Samenda Avalokiteshvara Hombeso Namanga Shula Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Babakanda Bunda Dara Dara Samenda Avalokiteshvara Hombeso Namanga Shula Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Babakanda Bunda Dara Dara Samenda Avalokiteshvara Hombeso Amanga Shula Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Dara Dara Samenda Avalokiteshvara Hombeso Amanga Shula Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Bimamba Buddha Dara Dara Samenda Avalokiteshvara Hombeso Tene Sanchok Samba Sambe Sanchok Je Juba Jube Chen Ninisum Chinisum Da Saba Samba Chapu Molan Tapala Tene Lam Deva Tan Juba Deva Karpa Mambu Chozo Baranze Pa Sambe Molan Sunga Sutrim Je Parur Da Samba Yongsa Nasipa Molam De Jidu
Furthermore, when the bodhisattvas of the past performed enlightened action out of love, having made fervent aspirations throughout the 3 periods of the days and 3 periods of the night, they enjoyed ease on the path. The path was applied with ease, and they completed the accumulations of many eons. Thus, one repeats the aspiration that completely perfect the paramita of discipline, which has arisen out of an aspiration of love. Page 13.
Chemje Chutrum Jimmy Jing
Tsuki Tsutim Choki Kokmi Jing
Chutrum Nambara Dadang Ding
Tsutim Napa Dada Den
Lopsing Mi Be Chutrum Je
Lose Mepe Tsutim Ki
Chutrum Parur Sendo Sho
Tsuti Paro Jitso Sho. Through flawless discipline in accordance with the rules of conduct, through perfectly pure discipline, and through discipline devoid of arrogance, may I carry the perfection of discipline to completion.
Pamgung Pakpa Lutrip Je Shane, Sojung Dong Jo Lalo Ying Pa, Jipa Permit Namla Zowar Je, Ji Sumba Tara, Jomdinde, Sharjuk Per Kap, Randong Yibzi Tang, Jepa Nine, Songwa Namja, Sumchut Saksum Je, Liar De Jeshin. Nine Jungze Nyamba Namjang, Jachin Rigje, Lane Se Jewa, Ping Bado Me Par Songshin, Dele Jan Chepar De, Dawa Drumen Dole, Gangje Karpa Samje Mechapa, Jarwa Sewa Mangna Chuzele, Gangje Tamchu, Rabdon Jipana, Dershik Timban Kapar Chirpeche, Nincintuna Lapa Chichipa, Tene Deve, Sunam Chimpa. Song Shi Sumba Tang Temba Jepa Che Yunbo Domba Songa Le Tata Sanje Je Temba Tartupa Gamder Nin Chinchik to Domba Nachik Songa Ping Chishin Dayan Sanchok Simji Simbe Domba Ping Namkata Tar Sibzong Mijing Zopa Sanje Je Gompang Topar Jola Chepar Tari Je Gaps Sangha Dorje Tepa Latans Naji Namjar Samotang Rewa Nyamso Lamba Sende Renzinje Jardon Kuchin Jezang Goryam Metsi Judukle Menjangwa Saja Chimbon Chokungu Topar Sepa Yimba Gawa Gomshin Tetaru Gewa Teyang Jonghwa Je Matapna Kontroso Jingashige Sepan Jurwa Yimba Tena Geza Sanchok Chimbon Howan Deye Jibu.
The glorious protector Arya Nagarjuna said, "Grant the vows of Sojung to men and women alike, so that they may obtain the pleasing bodies of the gods who act as they wish." Thus, in the past, when Lord Buddha was alive, even those who kept the one-day NyungNe vows a single time, with merely a selfish mind, were reborn in the God realm of the 33. Since even those who have slightly transgressed the one-day NyungNe vows will be reborn in the God abodes of the 4 great kings, it is said that the benefits of taking the vows are unfathomable. Moreover, it specifically states in the Moonlap Sutra that the merit of practicing a single precept for a single day and night during an era when the holy Dharma is being destroyed and the teachings of the Sugata are coming to an end is far greater to making offerings to millions of Buddhas for inconceivable eons. Thus, it is out of greater benefit to keep a single vow for a single day during the final times of the present Buddha's teachings than it would have been to keep vows for a long time during former times when the teachings flourished. Furthermore, the benefits of taking vows with a mind of bodhichitta are immeasurable like space, and will lead to the attainment of the state of complete Buddhahood. In particular, in the present context, by engaging in this practice in relation to a deity of the secret mantra Vajrayana and the profound yogas of the Mantrayana, one will join the ranks of the Vedaras in this very life, and however long it may take, it will not take more than 16 lifetimes to attain the supreme siddhi of Mahamudra. Thus rejoice. However, if you do not seal such virtues in the end with dedication, they can become exhausted through various conditions such as anger. Therefore, please dedicate the roots of virtue towards great awakening by repeating the following, the Yellow Prayer Book, page 11.
Sonam Daya Tamje Zebanya Tomnanim Janam Pamze de Jeganam Che Balon Chobaye Siben Solen Jowa.
By this merit may I attain omniscience, having defeated the enemies of my wrongdoings. May I liberate all beings who are tossed in the ocean of samsara by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Assembly I take refuge until attaining enlightenment. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Om Soba Vajada Soba Dhamma Soba Yadava Jana Tom Che Tomba Jor Tomba Ngan Renjin Zanye Tam Che Yonzo Bejar Me Kamba Yevo Dani Toje Chembo Namba Save Togana Ale Dave Chenko Jetendu Shayen Sembarjo Tanen Dunjanamka Nerin Chin Chetan Chujencho Bancho Do Din Tete Do Dave chen ko che pe den rang to ke che le won che pa den Lama dan to je mo ye me la re ye san je san sen je ko va chen zhe yu bo je san je tom chen de pe ko do jian zhen be ngo ni kon jo sam je za de la ma nam lo som za lo de sam de xie bo chu je kon zhe zhe sem je nam lo jin re ze nam ko do cha pe chu je ya ze je pa me lo son so lo jen je ma ge kum da ga zo san je je la je je jin jian zhe la ne jin re ze la som zo do je ge nan ka yin de ye me ya zu gun jo zu yin du so 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 du de shi ren ju long ren de wo je lo som za lo da ge ne ge so le chu be me to do be da ma me zhe jia xiu zi son zi be la ma nam jian ju.
Page 14. Om Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddham. All phenomena become void. From within the states of emptiness, upon a precious ground, appears a lovely boundless palace, complete with all the perfect attributes, within which I vividly appear the great compassionate one. Arising from a Buddhist God, my heart is marked with a syllable Shri. From the Shri at my heart light rays radiate and invites the glorious Guru, who is indivisible from the great compassionate one. Surrounded by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the four families, he appears in the space in front of me, and sits upon a moondisk resting on a 1,000-petal lotus flower, which sits upon a jewel throne. Homage to the Gurus, who embody all Buddhas, whose essence is the Vajra holder, and who are the root of the three jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dhammakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one, who gazes upon all beings of the six realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the five families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space like Dhammakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like.
Om Banda Bebe Om Banda Debe Om Banda Loge Om Banda Gende Om Banda Nevede Om Banda Shodo.
Page 19. Vajra holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows, which ye have committed while overpowered by ignorance. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. May all sentient beings be endowed with happiness. May they be free from suffering. May they never be without happiness. May they abide in great equanimity.
Om Soba Vashuddha Soba Dhamma Soba Vashuddha Om Shinyata Janam Ben Soba Vahemagun Nanda Debe Dupa Ye Chunam Tam Che Dong Baja Dang Ale Pema Da Ye Jin Ko Nya Kan We Dan De Ran Sen Che Ka Le Wen Chu Sim Jian Tun Se Ne Zhen De Che Yi Pe Ma Ne Sen Dong Bar Va Shim Chen Che La Yang De Le Jiu Jiu Dong Xio Po Do Wen Chu Be So Jiu San Jiu San Se Nong Jin Zheng Te La Ten Ba Yi Ge Jie Nie La Pe Ma ne shi tang chi pa yung je le da ni pa pa jin re ze kum do kar po lan so jin jo je xiao ji za ya ga ye jiang ma de de a ye ma yung ga wa de de ma ye ga xian yuan zhe wen nan xie ya jian de den chu ya na bo ne jian sam jie zai zhou nian jian de den na xie ya ne ma bo zhou du den ba nie jian ban ge ji nan ba sa so ji dong ba nie ta ga ta ja ye ni bi zhang chen sun ben chu ji ze ye ben ko long zhen ba de yang jie ni bi bi ma da sun be jie lo ye ba ye na bie yong sun zhen ba o de la san ne gu jia dang gu jie zhe nin chu jin de 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 dong zhou so nam ji de de jin re den ba ne nu ren qin jin jiang xian ge de ne ma yong ba ne zhe de pa be yong ga ba ga xie re jie xiang de jian yang de jie ju ban zhen a ze ge bu chu wa ju de to ge de we den ye ge bu zi ye bu da lan ne jin re ze ge dang jie ba jin dang ju
Page 21. O Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddhoham Om Shunyata Jnana Vajra Svabhavatmakoham. All phenomena that are subsumed under perceiver and perceived become empty. From within this state, the nature of my mind appears as a white tree upon a lotus and moon disk. From it light streams forth and fulfills the purpose of sentient beings. The light then gathered back into the tree, which transforms into a golden lotus marked with a tree. From the tree, light emanates once again in the form of hooks and lassos that invite the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. They dissolve into the lotus and tree, and instantly transform into myself, appearing at the noble Avalokiteshvara. My body is youthful white in color with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them their middle face is green, their right face is red, and their left face is white. Above them their middle face is red, their right face is white, and their left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black wrathful face with 3 eyes, bare fangs, and a menacing frown and grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion, unadorned, visible from the neck up. Out of my 8 main hands, the first on top are folded in prayer at my heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus, the third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. My remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. I am adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and I am wearing an upper garment of antelope skin draped over my left breast. My lower garment is made from Benares, my crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and I emit rays of white light. At my heart upon a moon disk is a white letter Shri, whose light rays invite Avalokiteshvara and his retinue from the pure land of Potala.
je jembe goje tende shela temboje.
Page 26. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Jahum Bam Ho, we merge inseparably, and my three places become marked with the syllables Om Ahum. Again light radiates from the Shri at my heart, which causes the five Tathagatas to come here. From the hearts emanate the four mothers holding primordial wisdom nectar, which they used to bestow empowerment directly upon me. The nectar overflows and transforms into the essence of the Guru, appearing as Amitabha at my crown, Akshobhya at my forehead, Ratnasambhava beyond my right ear, Amoka Siddhi beyond my left ear, and Vairochana at the nape of my neck, as I am crowned by the lords of the five families. At my heart upon a lotus and Muni, the essence of the wisdom being, the great compassionate one. He is the size of a thumb joint, and at his heart is the Samadhi being, appearing as a white letter Shri. From it light issues forth and purifies the obscurations of all beings, and they all transform into the great compassionate one. The light then returns and dissolves back into the Shri.
Namo Renataya Namo Yanjana Sagaram Berutana Aharanjaya Tutungudaya Arahate Samya Sambudaya Namasavata Tango Debe Ardebe Samya Sambudebe Namaya Avalokiteshvara bodhisattva masadoya mahakarunaka Ayatha dara 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 Atavada tale tale pratale pratale Kusama kusama vare Nili mele citte Lama pano sova Namaranataya namayanjan Sangaram berotan Vaharanjaya tathangataya Arahate samya sambhita Nama sarva tathanga debe adebe samya sambhidebe Namaya Avalokiteshvara bodhisattva masadoya makarunaka Ayata daradana dira 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 Atavata tale tale pratale pratale Kusama kusama vara Nile mele citte Lama pano sova Namaranataya namayanjan Sangaram berotan Baharan Nama sarvata thanga debe adebe Samyo sambudebe Namaya valoket Charaya buddhesa Sadoya makaranagot Danyata daradara Dere 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 Etevate tale tale Pratole pratole Kusame kusamavar Elementum lama panoso Ai namarana toyo Namayanjana Sangoram Berotan Baharandaya Tathangataya Araharte Samya Sambuddha Nama Savata Thangatebe Artebe Samya Sambuddha Namaya Avalokiteshvara Shoraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Makarunika Eyata Dara 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 Atevete Tale Tale Pratale Pratale Kusame Kusamavar Elemele Lama Panayaso Namarana Jaya Namayanjan Sangaram Beratan Baharandaya Tathangataya Arahate Samya Sambuddha Nama Savata Thangatebe Adebe Samya Sambuddha Namaya Avalokiteshvara Shoraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Makarunika Deyata dara dara dere 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 Etevate tale tale ratale Kusama kusumavar Elemilla Lama panoso Namarena Jaya Namayanjan Sangaram Berotan Baharandaya Tathangataya Araharte Samya Sambuddha Nama Savata Thangatebe Artebe Samya Sambuddha Namaya Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva Masadoya Makarunika Deyata Dara Dara Dere 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 Etevate Tali Tali Padale Padale Kusame Kusama Nare Lemele Tendo Mapano Sovai Namorena Jaya Jnanamaya Jana Sangaram Berotana Baharandaya Tathangataya Aharte Samya Sambuddha Nama Savata Thangatebe Adebe Samya Sambuddha Namaya Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva Asadoya Magarane Dayada Om Dara 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 Ajavara Dale 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 Bada Nekusumava Elemele Tite Dolama Pana Yesova Theodo Duru 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 Dole Dole Ba Dole Ba Kusume Kusumava Elemele Tite Dolama Yeso Theodam Dara Dara Diri Duru 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 Dole Dole Ba Dole Ba Kusume Kusuma Varala Meladindula Manazo Theodam Duru 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 Ba Kusume Kusuma Varala Meladindula Manazo Theodam Duru 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 Ba Duru Ba Kusuma Kusuma Varala Meladindula Manazo Theata Dara Dara Duru 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 Doli Doli Ba Doli Ba Kusuma Kusuma Varala Meladindula Manazo Theata Dara Dara Duru 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 Doli Doli Ba Doli Ba Kusuma Kusuma Varala Meladindula Manazo Theata Dara Dara Duru 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 Ba Doli Ba Kusuma Varala Meladindula Manazo ya ga zhu je gu je den be ren qin te dang da we no tu pe mang da je je te wa zhi le rang zhu tu je chen bo nam ba sa gam do ga bo lang zu yin ju je shar je za ya ga ye ja yo ma de wu ja ye ma yong ga wa de de wu ma go ye yong ja na xie ja jin de den chuo jia na bu jin sum qie zi chong nie jin de den no xie jia ne ma bo zu de den ba ni yan ban ge jie nam ba zo so jie dang bo ni da ga ta jia ni be zheng chen sun ben che jin zi ye ben ko lon zhen ba de yong jie ni be be ma dang zhen be ji lu ye ba nian da ye yong sun zhen ba wo de la san ne gu bia dang ge jie zang nian che jin zi de da dong zhe sum nang ye de de jin re den ba wo no re ren qin jin jiang yan ge de ne ma yong ba ne re de bo be yong ge bo ge xi ri ji xiang da jin ye da jie ju be ze ge bo chu wa ju ben de shi le ba me ma bo ten zhen sa jia jin de hang le me ju ba nu bo sa nu sa jia jin la re zhan le ren jiu ne se bon chu jin sa jia jin na de om le nam na de ge bo san jun chu ge zo san de a le dun du ne jiang ke jia jin sa jia jin gan jia ren qin jin di yan ne sum sen be sa wu le an zhe e xie sen ba na jin zhang ten nie me ju
Page 30. Om Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddhoham. All phenomena become void. From within this state, from the Sri at my heart emanates a letter broom, which travels to the space in front of me. The broom then melts and transforms into a palace of jewels, square with 4 doors. Inside is a jewel throne and a moon disk upon which is a multicolored 8-petal lotus. At its center is a tree which transforms into the great compassionate one, crystal clear resembling myself. His body is youthful, white in color with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black wrathful face with 3 eyes, bare fangs, and a menacing frown and grimace. Above it is a red peaceful face with a crown protrusion, and adorn it is visible from the neck up. Of his 8 main hands, the first two on top are folded in prayer at his heart. Below it the second hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus, the third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. His remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. He is adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and wears an apple garment of an antelope skin draped over his left breast. The lower garment is made from Benares. The crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and he emits rays of white light. Above, a tree transforms into red Amitabha, his hands in the gesture of Samadhi. In the east, a hum transforms into blue Akshobhya, his hands in the earth-touching gesture. In the south, a drum transforms into yellow Ratna Sambhava, his hands in the gesture of supreme giving. In the west, an Om transforms into white Vairochana in the aspect of supreme awakening. In the north, an A transforms into green Amoka Siddhi with his hand in the gesture of granting protection. All of them are adorned with jewels, and the 3 places are marked with the 3 syllables. The light radiating from the 3 syllables invites the wisdom beings who dissolve into him. Thus we have merged non-dually. Page 37. Homage to the Gurus or embodied Buddhas, whose essence in the Vajra holder and who are the root of the three jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dhammakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one, who gazes upon all beings of the six realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the five families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space like Dhammakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like.
Om Banda Pepe Aho, Om Banda Dupe Aho, Om Banda Aloke Aho, Om Banda Gende Aho, Om Banda Nevede, Om Banda Shoda.
Page 39. Oh, Vajra holders and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows, which I have committed while overpowered by the three poisons. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun and the moon. By visualizing it as a Buddha lamb and offer it, may all beings enjoy the perfect purity of this realm. Having offered this excellent and pleasing mandala, may we experience no obstacles on the path to awakening. May we realize the enlightened mind of the Sugatas of the three times. May we neither stray into samsara nor rest in nirvana's peace. May all beings limitless as the sky is vast become liberated. Streams of pramodha wisdom nectar descend from the fingers of myself, and the great compassionate one in front, filling the vase completely.
Namo Rena Yo Yo Namo Jana Sangaram Barotan Barandaya Tatangataya Aharte Samya Sambada Nama Savada Tangatebe Ardebe Samya Sambadabe Namaya Avalokiteshvara bodhichitta Sadoya Makaranaka Deyata Dara 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 Ateva Tale Tale Pratale Pratale Kusama Kusama Var Elemele Chitte Dolama Panoso Namorena Jaya Ya Namaya Jan Sangaram Berajan Baharanjaya Tatangataya Ahadesayambada Namasavada Dangadebe Adebe Samya Sambadabe Namaya Shoraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Makaranaka Deyata Dara 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 Ateva Tale Tale Pratale Pratale Kusama Kusama Var Elemele Chitte Dolama Panoso Namarena Dhaya Namaya Jana Sangaram Berajan Maharanjaya Tathagataya Aharte Samya Sambhuddha Nama Savada Dangadebe Aharte Videbe Namaya Avalokiteshvara bodhisattva Masadoya Makaranaka Deyata Dara 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 Ateva Tale Tale Pratole prata Kusame kusum Vare lemele Lama pano sova Namarana daya Namaya jana Sangaramata Varandaya Dadagadaya Ahade Sangadame Namasana Gadebe Adebe Samya Samya Namaya Loka Shuraya Bodhisattva Mahadoya Makaranaka Teya Taha Daradar Dara 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 Eteva Talitale Pratole Prata Kusama Kusama Vare Lemena Titendo Mapano Sova Namoreno Toyo Namajan Sangaram Beratan Baharandaya Tathagataya Aharte Samyasambhita Namasadadanga Adebe Samyasambhita Namaya Yuraya Bodhisattva Magadaya Makaranaka Teyato Daradara Dara 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 Bale Brata Kusama Kusama Var Elemele Tendala Mabana Sova Namorena Toyo Namayan Sangaram Berotan Vaharandaya Tathagataya Araharte Samyasambhita Namasavata Tangatebe Adebe Samyasambhitebe Namaya Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva Masadaya Magayana Deyasam Daradar Azevadal Pratale Prata Kusame Kusame Lama pano sova Namarana Jaya Anamaya Jan Sangaram Berotan Vaharandaya Tathagataya Arahate Samyasambhita Namasavata Tangatebe Udebe Samyasambhita Namaya Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva Masadaya Makaranaka Deyata Daradara Dara 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 Ajavata Tale Tale Patale Pata Kusame Kusama Vare Lemele Tete Magana Yesova Teata Dara 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 Pada Deata duru 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 dali dali ba dali ba kusame kusuma lama naizo Deata duru 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 dali dali ba dali ba kusame kusuma lama naizo Deata duru 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 dali dali ba dali Yadam dara dara diri diri duru 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 doli bali ba doli ba kusuma kusuma lama naizo Yadam dara dara diri diri duru 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 doli doli ba doli ba kusuma kusuma lama naizo Yadam dara dara diri diri duru 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 doli doli ba doli ba kusuma kusuma ma ba na so ma ne be me ho re na ma ne be me ho na ma O mane pe me 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 o mane pe o mane pe me 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 mane pe me o mane pe me mane pe me o mane pe me mane pe me mane pe me o mane pe me 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 mane o mane pe me re ane da je she ba dun ji to tum je be rang ge ge la ma pa mo yo na ngo chin je
Then I, the deity, wisdom being dissolved into them, and deity in front. Above my crown is Geloma Palma, supplicates the noble one on my behalf.
Jagaketa aya Avalokiteshvara ya shire tanati totra nam bhuketa papa chineza vansol geloma parme dupa shisava.
In the English language, Geloma Palmas prays to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara.
Om jitengum balasam la jiten lama sebasum jetub alai tu dudon tumbetub tebe janjo tebe treparanze Jiktin sumjin gumo cholo som La dershe pame kude kunranzam Dershin haman tae ujin sip Sayan chujin yodo trigun ser Sayung siji pime number jim Tajen raben choa mazan chup Shari jibo do do zip Jinji pe man chodo sayam Kawo dundo nogo jingi dim Teme chamate chomun zip Zipi vizi jari marbu jim Pemen soda sanen ngawasip Tungu rijin dodo diyin yum Renchi mambu bumwani nejim Lama shabdari sabdari janshin yum Rada papen namayam bakap Nincho tu gijin jinan cham Chima me pa pemen chola ne Tiving ne pemen dabdaran jam Sirje karan chola no te Tasir jibi rizo shantam zim Tabe jinjong chojin parar sam Choni suna mangbo nyewa sak Tatu deven jungne gani ser Sundan zijin karju jibatum Alu jinjo da dubon chole jar Sirji kundu drai shaye ong Changpe neza yin banze Ngan bin zhuzhu loji zhidu shi Yong zong nye so yin di ma nye Mi chodo chun chole zhur Kan ye da do toran la ne ku Ye jini ziji ambo ye la sen tu ben cho de to ja so tu na te ne chi bo ne pi mi ron chi wan de da ma chi o tham dan je ten je de la na ga pa kun ja ji tin gu bo lo som la ji ten la ma se ba sum je tu Alai tu don chambe tu Tabe janjo tube trubanze Danje tin sumjin gumo jola sam La deshe me kude kunanze Deshi naman tae vijisip Sayen chudi yada trigun ser Sayung siji pime nabar jim Tajen rapen choa mazan chu Shari jibo do do zip Jinji pe man chodo sayam Kawa dondo nogo jingi dim Time chamade chombe zip Zipi vizi jari marbu jim Pemen zoda sanen ngawasip Tungu rijin doya deyin yum Renchi mambu bumwani nejim Lomen chadar samdar jayin yum Rada baba namayam baka Nincha dugu gijin jinan chang Chima me pa pimen cholo ni Tiving ne pimen dudun jum Sije karan chola no te Tasi jibi rizo shantan zim Tabe jinjong chojin parar sen Choni suna mambo nyewa sak Tatu deven jungne gani se Sunda ziji jibatum Apalu jinjo de dubon chole jar Sirji kundu zhui shaye hong Changpe nesa ye vimanze ngā bīn zhū zhū lō jī zhū du shī, yōng zō nye wā sā yin tīn bā nye, mī chō tā chū chū lē zhū, kā yī tā tō tō rāng lā nē kū, chī rī sī jīng, sēm sē jē tū bē jō tā tō jā sō tū, nā tē nē chī bō nē pī mē yin, rō jē wā tā tā mā jē wā tā, dē jī tēn jī tēn lē nā gā pā kān rā, jā jī tēn gu bō lō sān, lā jī tēn lā mā sē wā sāṃ jē tē, bō lā yī zū tē tān sāṃ bē tē, tē bē jān jā tē bē chū pān zē, jī tēn sūṃ jē gu bō chū lō sāṃ, lā tē shē pā mī gu tē gu nām zē, tē shē nā tā yé jī sē, sā yé chū jē tā chī gōng sē, sā yōng sē jī pī mē nā bā jī, chē jē rā bēn chō mā sē jū, shā yé jī bā tā tā wē jī, jī jē bā yé bā yé sā, kā wā tōng tō nōng gō chī ngē tīm, chī mē chā mā tē tsō mē jī, jī pī wē sē chā rē mā pē jī, pē mē tsō tā sō nē ngā wā shī, tōng gō chī jī tō tō tē jī yū, rē jī mā bā bā yī nē jī, lō mē shē tē sā tē jā yī yū, rē tā bā bā nā mā yō bā kā, nī jā tū wē jī jī nā chā, chī mā mē bā pē mē chō lā nē, tī wē ngā nē pē mē tō tō jā, sē jē kē rāng chō lā nō chī, tō sū chī pē rē sō shō tō chī, tō pē jīn jāng chō jīn pā rā sē, chō nī sū nō mō bō nī wā sā, tā tū tē jū nē kā nē sē, sū tā tē jīn khā jū jī bā tē, lē jī jū nē rī bō chō lē jā, sē jī kā rē jā yé mā wē, sē jī kā tē jā yé shā yé hō, tsāṃ bē nē sā yé mā zē, ngā bīn chū chū lō jī chū tū shī, yāng zō nye sā yin tīn bā nye, mī chū tō chū chū lē chū, kā yé tā tō tō rāng lā nē kū, yé chī nē sī jī ā bō yé lā sīm, yé tū bē chō tā 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 sā wā tū, nā tē nē shī pā nē pī mē yin, rōng jī wā tā tā māng jī wā tāṃ, jī tēn lā nā gā pā kān, yā jī tēn gu pō lō sāṃ, lā jī tēn lā mā sī pā sāṃ jē tū, lā yé zō tū sāṃ bē tū, tā bē yī yā pā rā, tā bē jīn chāng chō jīn pā rā sāṃ, chō nī sū nā mō bō nī wā sā, tā tū tē bēn jū nī gā nī sē, sūn tā rā tē jīn khā jū jū bā tū, lā jīn jū tē tū bōng chō lē jā, sē jī kā tū jā yī shā yé hō, tsāṃ bē nē sā yé mā zē, ngā bē chū chō lā jī chū tū rā shī, yā sā yé sā yé tī bā yé, mē chō tā chū chō lē chō, kā yé tā 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 nē kū, yé shē sē yé ā bō yé lā sē, yé tū bē chō tā tā jā sā wā tū, nā jī pā hām nē pī mē yin, rōng jī wā tā tā māng jī wā tāṃ, tēn jē tēn lā nā gā pā kān rām jū.
I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adore me, the Buddha boundless light, huge and rise as used to hungry. Ghost you left sands adorn with a lotus. You perfume her flesh as with lighting bound up. Like red gold garlands, all your face is beautiful. Shining full moon and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, you smelling bodies. White as a snowing coat, your hopefully greeting. Pearls you are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. You hot spread like perfect lotus Susa. Ranged on a steel lake, you sting like the atom. Clouds many jewels adorn your shoulders, you young. Palms how exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your spread is covered by antelope. Hide beautified by funny wrist bracelets, anklets. You are but on a pestilently pure. To send your belly smooth as a lotus petal. You sublime gold bed is studded with fine gems from your hips, red garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime lower realms, liberate us of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme among beings, victor of Amaras. Holds golden neck, cleansing the beautify your feet. You form boundless static, you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as one. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Then savior from the oceans of milk and water. Men or women, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcendent wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future life. I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adorned with a Buddha boundless light, you rise as heaves too hungry. Ghosts you left hands adorned with a lotus. Your perfume hair flashes with lighting bound up. Like red gold garlands, all your face is beautiful. Shining full moon and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, you smelling bodies. White as a snowing coat, your hopefully greeting. Pearls you are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. Your heart spread like perfect lotus Susa. Ranged on a steel lake, you stink like the atom. Clouds many jewels adorn your shoulders, you young. Palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your spread is covered by antelope. Hide beautified by funny rings, bracelets, anklets. You are but on a pristinely pure. To send your belly smooth as a lotus petal. You sublime gold bed is studded with fine gems from your hips, red garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime lower realms, liberate us of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme among beings, victor of Amaras. Holds golden neck and jingling beautify your feet. You for boundless static, you beings in Peace dignified like elephant, graceful as swan, doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Then save her from the oceans of milk and water. Then a woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with his excellent pure song, recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your future lives. Oh, my prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama, Vishkanting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adorned with the Buddha boundless light, you generate as gifts to hungry ghosts. You left hands adorned with a gold lotus. Your perfume hair flashes in lighting bound up like red gold garlands. Oh, your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, soft as many bodies. White as a snowing coat, you hope you greeting. Pearls, you are decked in radiance like the red of dawn. Your heart spread like perfect lotus Susa. Range on a steel lake, you stink like the autumn clouds. Many jewels are on your shoulders, you young. Palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your left spread is covered by antelope eyes, beautified by fine earrings, bracelets, anklets. You are but on a pristine pure lotus, and your belly smooth as a lotus petal. You sublime gold bed is studded with fine gems. From your hips straight garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering was merit, you reach the sublime lower realms, liberate us source of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme among beings, victor of Amaras. Holds golden excellent jingling, beautify your feet. You form boundless static, you beings in peace, dignify like elephant, graceful as swan, doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Then save her from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with his excellent pure song, recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives. Please grant your blessing that the teachings and the holders of the teachings will remain for a long time, and that myself and all sentient beings may train in bodhichitta. Grant your blessing that we may fully attain the union of shamatha and vipassana, and that we may perfectly realize omniscient wisdom.
Om Soba Vashuddha Soba Dhamma Soba Shuddha Vamma Gado Churunupa Nampan Soden Bedormande nam lambu.
This stoma endowed with perfect color, odor, taste, and potency, I offer to the noble Lord of Avalokiteshvara, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas.
Agar moga sarvadharmana ade dubena duda ahum bezo. Agar moga sarvadharmana ade dubena duda ahum bezo. Agar moga sarvadharmana ade dubena duda ahum bezo. Om Lokeshvara Saparevara Edam Balinda Gagagaiga. Om Lokeshvara Saparevara Edam Balinda Gagagaiga. Om Lokeshvara Saparevara Edam Balinda Gagagaiga. Yejen Jiva Tane Tam Rizan lozan ajar me pada Yenge chishin lama lag Dan chin rezek Tam se lane sho Sanju sinirimbo Je ma chi ban chi ju je Yeba nyamba meba yon kunde bevajo.
Page 51. In this and all my future lives may I be born in good family, and may I be endowed with a clear intellect free from pride. And may I have great compassion and devotion to the Guru. May my Samaya have its generous agreement firm. May bodhichitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not arisen. May it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher.
And ove du me jere zengo da jim de jun je sorve ove du me te maraza ne de kosa nembe ta sho Yom de da la gong so do jo sing go wan jur pe Tenzin me sang anya don zong dua chung so ze po so.
By offering a bath with scented streams of nectar to the protector of Avalokiteshvara, a lamp for wandering beings, may all defilements and the two kinds of obscuration of all beings be completely purified, and may there be the auspiciousness of all beings to achieve the stained three kayas. Exalted Lord, please heed me. I request you to forgive my lack of clarity in meditation, corrupted mantra recitations, and impure activities regarding cleanliness, all of which I have committed while all controlled by lethargy and agitation.
Ha 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 ho bangavata Nama mimbenza bemaba ma samaya so do ho mane beme ho and non kon papa yo ye ge choma sanjebe sane pape de ye chubze de sam da je Layan Chiburtham Boju.
54. In the space before me, the exalted noble one who was born from the 6 syllables, he bathes me with the nectar that flows from his fingers, which purify the 3 obscurations. The deity then dissolved into my crown. Dedication from Shantideva, The Way of the Bodhisattva, Blue Prayer Book 61. By all the virtue I have now amassed by composition of this book, which speaks of entry to the Bodhisattva's way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in their minds and bodies have by virtue of my merit joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may the present joy know no decline, and may they taste of unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity. Throughout the spheres and the reaches of the world, in hellish states, wherever they may be, may beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss and peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in freezing ice be warmed, and from the massing clouds of Bodhisattva's prayers may torrent rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades, and may the trees of miracles appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shalmali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet with fragrant pools, all perfumed with the scent of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose, and waterfowl so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crashing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings, the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stones, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms. May those whose hell is to fight and wound be turned to lovers offering the flowers. And those engulfed in fiery Vaitarani, their flesh destroyed, their bones bleached white as kunda flowers, may they, through all my merit strength, have godlike forms and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful streams. What fear is it, they ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly lord, the frightful vulture and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward, they will see the shining form of Rajapani. Then may their sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava flood of hell extinguished in a rain of blossoms, drenched in scented water, at once fulfilled in bliss, they'll ask, how can this be? And thus the densities of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here, for who is it who comes to banish dread, this youth with bound-up gleaming hair, this loving bodhisattva saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses, the 100 gods who lay their diadems before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion? Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manjughosha. And likewise, when through these my roots of virtue they see the joyful clouds let fall their cooling scented rain, their obscurations cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samantabhadra, may all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness. And may the stopping animals be freed from fear of being preyed upon each other's food. And may the famished spirits have such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent. And may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokiteshvara's hand, and bathing in it may they be refreshed and cool. And may the blind receive the sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and women near the time bring forth like Maya Devi, free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill, and may those parched with thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair and bring them steadfastness and every excellence. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady, and may all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchanged and now set free. And may the weak receive the strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go, and may they gain without the need of toil the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore in swift reunion with the kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts, be tireless, the journey light. May children and the old, the weak, protectless, bewildered in the wild and pathless waste, and those whose mind are dulled and all who are insane have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love. With perfect livelihood and sustenance, may they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to their wish, without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all the women in this world attain the strength of Tara, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and haughty lose their arrogance. And thus, by all the merit I have gained, may every being, leaving none aside, abandon all the evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhicitta may they never separate, and constantly engage in bodhisattva's deeds, and may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the swiftness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and their bodhisattva children. And may the earth be wholesome everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and chasms, flat and even like a level palm, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples may a multitude of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From bird song and the signing of the trees, from shafts of light and from the sky itself, may living beings each and every one perceive the constant sound of Dharma. And may they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offsprings of the same. With clouds of offerings unbounded, may the teachers of the world be worshipped. May candy spirits bring the rain on time, for harvest to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits of the air that feed on flesh be kind, their minds imbued with pity. And let no being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear, nor suffer insults, and may the minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places for retreat in solitude, abandon every regnant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable minds. May nuns have all their wants supplied. May quarreling, vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may they strive to cleanse away their faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered and always be sustained by offerings. With minds suffused with purity, may their renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. may pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with the Buddha's unimagined bliss may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the Bodhisattvas now fulfill the high intention for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arahats and Prayetika Buddhas at length attain their perfect happiness. And may I also through Manjushi's kindness reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide sustained by simple, ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him or put to him the slightest question, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manjughosha, my protector. To satisfy the needs of beings dwelling in the 10 directions, to the margins of the sky, may I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushri. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrows of all wandering beings, may they ripen only on myself, and may the virtues accompany of bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine, only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuance of time endure. And now to Manjughosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent, and to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow.
Tom Jin Bala Sam Jalon Tar Sanje Chom Dende Tene Te Jin She Ba Ra Chom Ba Yang Da Ba Zo Be San Re Ba Da Shab Su Den Ba De War Shi Ban Jik Tin Chin Jivandarva Kalu Jirva Lanami Latamanam Jetun Ba Chum Den Deso Tene Te Yin Pa Te Dane Sunam Dage Juntum Give Zavanam Chu Mevzava Zubata Gerab De Jim Sonam je ter nam je bebji zangbo nam je te nam je me to je pa chu re partum thong nam thum pa me pa te pe mu pa nam ba ga va shirap se je manu tom nam la je va me pa Jin tam che je tön ba san cho sen ba nam je ya pa ba ka za nam je jar NyungNe len de pe chon che ton ro wa nam je te hi shi pa de me pa po pa sam je me cha pa son nam bar ta Yang yin pa ku se ta wen cho me shi pa ku song pa me tu pa ta ki ma gu pa zok ta ki nye war ma gu zok me pa ta ta man de dong na ta le nam pa cho wa phung bo na rab de cho wang khe nam ta ke dem Naya Jin Shi Nam Dam Ba Du Pa Nam Xin De Jie Yung su dong wa ta le nam pa chor si pa le chor wa cho wo le gar wa yi xi yung su zo ne pa tang ma zong pa tar ta tar song san je chom din de nam je yi xi la ne NyungNe la ne pa la men ne yang tak pa ni jian ta la ne pa sin chin tam che la zik sa la yu pa de da ne san ji chum din de nam je ke che yong tin yang tak pa nam so te me tam be chu ne to mar ge par de ge wa ta mar ge Dong zang bo ceng zhe zang bo man de pa yong so zhou yong so tak pa yong so sang yom den de jie chu lek par song ba yang tak pa tong wa ne mi du che pa me pa nye war dun ba dan tong wa la dong yu Khe pa nam je so so rang ge re pa sa chum din de je sung be chun dro wa la lek par tun ba yin par jong Dục be san chok tun ro a se pa nam tun pa me jing du pa tang din pa yu pa jo che pa wo tek pa jen du gen du ne lek pa sho pa rik pa sho chong pu sho pa tun pu sho pa tham mo jar ve u su je sa sa ve u su je pa so nam je pa je shen Yong yong so jong wa Khenpo jung pe ne se je Gun de yang jin be ne se je Khenpo wo san je yong bin san me chap Tam be chu jang san me chap Pak be gen du san me chap San me chap la te zen Nam para me bang san me chap Nam da xin de je wa shu Om guru ben zan ne ve te a ho Om sarva buddha bodhi sattva bayo ben zan ne ve te a ho Om karma deva mandala ben zan ne ve te a ho Om Shri Dharma Palamanda Nevede Aho O Hare Ti Soha O Hare Te Mahabedza Yachana Hara Har Sarva Pamba Mancham Sova O Atra Pendra Ashibi Soha Dun ba la me san je ren bo jo ba la me tan ju ren bo ren ba la me gen du ren bo jon ne kun cho som la chu bo bo
The praise before eating to the teacher, the Supreme Buddha, to the Dharma, the Supreme guiding, to the Sangha, the Supreme guiding, to the three jewels I offer.
We will now break till 1 p.m. Arizona time.